Hello there, I'm Nalini Mahadevan. I'm the principal attorney at MLO Law LLC, and today I want to talk about an incident I saw at the bank this week, and it was very eye-opening, and I want to share that with you. So there was this older lady who was at the bank, and the bank was telling her that she needed an EIN number, which is like a employer identification number that you get from the IRS, basically for an entity that is separate from you. That's number one. Secondly, they were telling her that they needed the entire trust, that they told her whatever power of attorney she had may not be accepted. So these are all issues that we would face whenever we go to the bank and we are then trying to do stuff at the last moment. So so just some general pointers. When you do a revocable living trust and you transfer your assets into the revocable living trust, including your bank accounts, I think it's a very important thing to go to the bank, sit down with the officer at the bank, give them not the full trust, but the certification of trust or the affidavit of trustee or the affidavit of trustee to the bank so they can look it over and decide what, and then come to some conclusions internally based on their own policies. The second thing is, if you've named powers of attorney to operate your bank accounts, it's a good idea to lodge that also with the bank while you're in good health, have capacity, understand what you're doing, so that at the last moment people are not scrambling around in order to make sure that you're able to take money out of the bank account when it's needed. Now, sometimes in this incident, they talked about having an EIN number. If it's a revocable trust, you don't need an EIN number while you're alive, because it's basically, there is no tax implication. All you're having is, this is all your own stuff, and you'll only be filing your own regular 1040. You will not be filing a separate tax return for the trust. It's only when you pass away the trust becomes separate and its own entity and becomes a tax-paying entity, and therefore you need an EIN number. You'll also probably need an EIN number if you have a trust when you go into probate and some items are not in your trust. So as a heads up to everybody, please don't be in this lady's position, having to go to the bank and they're then being told that the documents you have are insufficient, incorrect, or have been or the language that the bank requires is not there in the trust. Most documents can be amended while you are alive very safely and can include language financial institutions need, so they can transfer your assets, financial assets, into the trust, and then the trustee can safely operate your financial assets while you are either incapacitated or you pass away. Secondly, you do not need an EIN number as long as you are alive and somebody is and you are operating your trust. There are generally no tax implications when you have a revocable living trust. Therefore, everything is operated under your social security number. You do not need another EIN number unless you have an irrevocable trust. This poor lady was running between the bank and the lawyer and getting completely frustrated. I just thought I'd give you a heads up. Our law firm is both in St. Louis and Chicago. Our website is MLO Law LLC. Give us a call at 314-932-7111 and we will be able to get you in touch with either one of our offices. Take care, have a great day. Thank you very much.